New this morning, two Springfield men are in custody now after an officer found drugs and ammunition inside their car during a traffic stop in Chicopee. On Wednesday, Chicopee police spotted an unregistered vehicle driving on Front Street. After pulling that car over, officers discovered the driver, 31-year-old Walter King of Springfield, did not have a valid license. As he was being taken into custody, officers noticed the passenger, 30-year-old Michael Duquette, put something inside his pocket. He admitted that he had a knife on him, and cocaine-like powder was also found. Duquette was then arrested. While officers were searching the rest of the car, they found ammunition and a large amount of suspected cocaine. The two now face a number of drug and firearm charges.